Today I'm checking out this 67 watt USB-C charging station. Now I was sent this at no cost so I can do the review. Let's go ahead and take it out of the box and check it out. So when you open up the box, you're going to find the charging station itself and a manual that goes over the specs of this charging station. Now this is going to have a fully grounded receptacle on the top and a two-prong receptacle on each side for AC power. Then you've got 3 USB-C ports here in the front with a digital interface here that's going to show you the power you're using out of these ports. Now these USB-C ports will push out 67 watts of power. Now that is combined. So this one can do 67. If you don't have anything pulling from these, this one can do 67, this one can do 67, but it's a total of 67 watts of power across any of these. So no matter what you're pulling, it's going to max out at 67. So if you have a laptop pulling 45, and then you've got a tablet pulling 20, well now you're at 65, you have 2 watts left over to use in this one if you want, and it's going to give you the total power you're pulling out on this little digital display. So personally, I don't think you can have enough of these type of chargers or extension cords, whatever you want to call these, because I always find myself needing a little bit more cable. And I love this one because it's got this flat plug here. This is very important. You can plug this in, and as you see, the cable goes out to the side. So this doesn't make your plug bulky wherever you're plugging it in. We travel a lot in our RV, and we're always needing something like this to go on the side because there's receptacles sometimes that are just in very weird places and you don't have much room. So that works out really well there. Then you've got this little charging station block here. What I would normally do here, I could charge my laptop technically out of these USB-C ports here with no problem, but I would probably just plug them into here. I would charge other devices with these USB-C ports, and then I've also got these other ports here that I could charge other devices if I wanted, because most of my adapters for USB-C are just 2-prong, or I could plug in other things. Like a lot of times I'll have a fan with me and it will plug into this, but this gives me a lot more options than just your standard wall outlet where you have to fight over 2 plugs. Anyways, I do love these little power strips like this. They make my life so much easier. Let's go ahead and plug some things into this just to see how well that digital readout works. All right, so I've got some devices here that I plan on charging, so I can go ahead and start plugging them in. So as you can see there, it shows right from the start 8 watts is coming from C3, and it's charging this little power bank I have. Then I can plug in to C2. And as you can see, the power's coming up. It's pushing just a couple watts into this GoPro. And then I'd have more than enough power still to use for my laptop, but you also have these side ports. So again, most of these little bricks that you have that are USB or whatever, charging, they're 2-prong. So you have power here, power here. This is going to use your standard 110 that's coming in from the wall. These aren't limited or powered at all by this. These are just straight power. So it's only limited by the amount of ampage that you can get into this. So you could put one on each side of here. You have your laptop plugged into here. You could really get a lot out of this little block. The other thing I do want to note is this one is not heavy, but it is kind of weighted enough where you don't really have to worry about your plugs moving it really easy. It's got these nice little soft feet on the bottom that keep it, relatively still on whatever surface you put it on. And this has enough weight to keep it there. It's not going to be real floppy and just move around easy. So really nice little plug. I like it. I'm going to be using it, and I hope this information was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.